Hi everyone and welcome to the weekly pod with AVR. This is episode 8 of the Road to 300,000 Gamerscore. If you ever want to talk to me, you can reach me on Xbox with my gamertag MiserlyPluto459. I'm also on trueachievements.com with the same gamertag. You can find me on Twitter at APVanRoon. And I also occasionally stream on Twitch where you can find me at APVR64. I'm up to 16 subscribers now, one new one from last week as well. So let's get into the show. I'm going to talk quickly about my gaming summary for March. Got that a couple of weeks ago, forgot to put it in the last episode, truth be told. But we had a month where we got 296 achievements, 5,955 Gamerscore, and 9,934 True Achievement points. Which for me is, a good month. It's not my best month, but it's pretty good. It's a lot up on January and February when I was boosting a lot of Titanfall, spending all my time there. So I've also, in terms of my yearly goals, I've caught up a fair bit in the past couple of months for True Achievement points. Slightly behind there. Only a small amount behind on completions, my number of completions I'm going for. I'm slightly ahead on completion percentage and with my gamer score as well. So it's been a good month to catch up on a few things. I think May will be a very good month because I've just bought a whole bunch of games, which I'll talk about shortly. Now, in terms of the games roundup for this episode, I actually haven't played all that much in the past week, been pretty busy, but I did have a really good session with the guys from the Gamerscore team, Cyrus, Rex, and Tucky, and a guy called Tao who's friends with everyone as well. So we were all there, had a great session, got quite a few achievements for everyone. I think once my schedule settles down a little bit, I might be able to get a few more achievements in that game because it's not all that long of a completion if you are just boosting it online. I also had an achievement pop up on my random to-do list from Perfect Dark Zero. I think I mentioned in a previous episode the random to-do list is run by the guys over at the Z2Z podcast, and I'll put a link to the random to-do list sign-ups in this description. But they give you 25 achievements every month from your list of games where you have achievements still locked. They give you a range of easy ones all the way through to hard ones as well. I got a pretty tough list this month. I think my hardest one was Seriously 3.0, which takes hundreds, maybe thousands. I don't know. It takes a long time to get that. So there's no way I'm getting Seriously 3.0. But Perfect Dark Zero did pop up on it, so I got that. I got a lot more work to do to make a dent in that this month though. So that's really all in terms of games I played, but I wanted to talk about the spring sale, which I mentioned as a news item in a previous episode. The spring sale, man, they had a lot of good stuff on. I think they said they had about 350 things on sale. So I ended up buying quite a few things. I bought Alan Wake American Nightmare, I think it was about $2. I couldn't say no to that. Deadlight Director's Cut, Pixel Piracy, Spheroids, Walking Dead, Michonne Season Pass on Xbox One and Xbox 360. And in the sale that's just gone live, I bought Vertical Drop Heroes and Panarium. Now, all of these games I'm hoping to capture some game play of to put up in future episodes. They might even appear in some other segments as well, because I don't think there's many of them that are all that difficult. And in terms of tonight, after dinner, I'm going to my friend Dean's house. I'm going to play the new Power Rangers game, which ties in with the movie that's just coming out. So I don't know, but it's not far away if it's not out yet. So we're going to play the new Power Rangers game. I'm going to capture some footage of that to put in hopefully next episode. We'll move now over to the Gamerscore competition roundup. So that's the Great True Achievement Score Challenge held over at trueachievements.com. In period 14, which finished on Sunday just gone, there was a challenge for finishing the Gamerscore total as a multiple of 1,000 points. Now, we did that pretty easy, got another bonus. We've got another bonus for a total of 9. Now, we're in terms of how we're doing relatively, if you've been following along in previous episodes, you know, we're in the high 20s, high teens, sometimes even finishing in the top 10. We're really cruising. I can't take credit for that because I think every week I've been the lowest scorer, but Rex, Tucky, Titan Monkey and Cyrus have all been smashing out the points, but I have got a lot of points in the bank, so when it comes time to, you know, unleash, then it will come. We're into period 15 now. We're about 23rd with 5,000 points above the line. So again, we're cruising. In terms of teams that have people I know in them, I don't know how many I started the competition with, but we're now down to 2 other teams apart from me. That's my friends in the Punching Kangaroos, which have got Tarragon from the Z2Z podcast, Montana, who I was in the Gamerscore comp with last year with Tarragon, and Chin Doctor, who's another Aussie. And I've got another team called 100% or GTFO with my friend Psychocystic in it. So not many teams with people I still know floating around, but we're still going along strong there. Alright guys, time for the pop of the week. We have got Big Daryl here. So this Daryl is a Toy Tokyo Con exclusive. Actually, it was quite difficult to track down and reasonably expensive. As you can see, it's the big 9-inch size. It's, yeah, I had to get it shipped in from Canada. It was pretty tricky to get, you know, to get into my possessions there. But it's a really special one. There are actually 3 big Daryls. There's this one, there's another Con exclusive, and just a regular one. This one's different because it's got blood splatter all over it there. But anyway, on to some news that's happening around the place. Might have seen on my Twitter I shared the article a couple of days ago, but True Achievements has partnered with Beam. Beam's a streaming service similar to Twitch. I'm not sure if they're going into the market to try and compete with Twitch, because Twitch has pretty much got a monopoly on it, but from what I'm hearing from people who have used Beam is that the lag that they find in Twitch is not really existent in Beam. It's a much faster service. I think I heard someone saying on the Z2Z podcast, it might have been Randall Thor 19, saying that they were streaming something that they were playing in party chat, and they could hear what was being said on Beam before they could hear it on their own headsets in party chat. So if that's the case, that is very, very fast. And I've heard that Twitch has roughly 30 odd second lag between things that are said and what you see on the screen. But anyway, so I'm going to try and use some Beam in the next couple of weeks, see what I like, because I've streamed a little bit on Twitch, but give Beam a go, see how that goes. Next news article, Telltale have put out the first episode of their new Guardians of the Galaxy story. There seems to be getting favourable reviews so far. I'll probably end up playing it when it goes on sale, as they inevitably all do. But yeah, for those fans of Guardians of the Galaxy, looks to be pretty good. And the big story from this week that I thought was interesting was Microsoft offering self-serve refunds on games. So apparently it's quite similar to what Steam does. If you've played a game for under 2 hours and you bought it less than 2 weeks ago, you can just get a refund if you don't like it. You just apply for it and you do it. So I think it's a really good move. Having said that, Microsoft have already flagged that they're going to be keeping an eye on people who abuse the system. Makes sense, because they're losing money if people just go in, buy the game, play it and then refund it. So I've had people that I know in the community saying, yeah, I'm just going to buy games like Energy Cycle, get the 1000 Gamerscore and then refund it. I imagine that Microsoft will probably come down on that because I don't think that they'll be pretty happy with that, because there's quite a few games around that you can get all 1,000 points out of in under 2 hours, and it would mean that the developers and I guess Microsoft never get paid for any of those games if some savvy people are around. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a good move. They've done it for the right reason. You know, how many times have you bought a game digitally not knowing much about it and gone, I hate this. So yeah. Anyway, we'll move into underappreciated game of the week. Now, I'm not actually bringing an underappreciated game of the week, but I'm going to use the time that I normally spend in this segment to talk about what I'm going to do with this segment. I think that as the show goes on, it's going to be harder and harder to find underappreciated games, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is try and bring like a rare game or a hidden gem. I think I'll change the segment to hidden gems. A lot of the new games that I've just bought, they don't have many people who have started them. So, you know, it might be hidden away amongst, you know, Call of Duty 20 or, you know, Forza 20 or whatever just gets released, you know, the big AAA titles. Try and bring you guys something that, hey, you know, this might pique your interest. I am trying to bring the gameplay of those with my recording device, but I'll have to see how that goes, because I'll need to learn a video editing program to bring them together, because YouTube editor, it has a glitch in the system that's apparently been there since 2013 that makes it extraordinarily difficult to you know, put a video in that you've made and some audio you've recorded, and putting them together is very, very difficult. When I did that with the turn on clip, it took me quite some time and a lot of fiddling, and yeah, I'll just have to learn a video program to do that. I don't think it'll be all that difficult, but you know, just a heads up there. So yeah, I'm going to be bringing some new hidden gems in the coming weeks there as well. Now we'll talk about the Gamerscore boost game of this week. It's a really timely one. It's the Walking Dead Season 2 Telltale game. Now, this is actually currently free on Xbox Live until the middle of next month, the middle of May. I didn't actually get it when it was free. I bought it when it was Season 1 and Season 2 were free, not free, they were on sale together as a bundle. So I bought both of them because I initially played them on Xbox 360. Wanted to replay them to make different decisions, but also because, you know, Gamerscore is pretty easy. Having said that, the story is really quite compelling. It's a really good story. Telltale games, for those that don't know, are kind of like a combination between a visual novel and a choose-your-own-adventure book. You get to make decisions, and based on your actions or inactions, things happen through the story. It doesn't deviate really too far from the core story, I suppose, but you know, there is the illusion of choice there that makes it, you know, like, oh, I affected that outcome. Having said that, it might sound like I'm talking about it in a negative tone. I don't think that at all about the game. I loved the Walking Dead games. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. I've played, you know, quite a bit of it, but it's a really good game. You can finish the whole thing, get all 1,000 points in about 10 to 12 hours. It's not really all that difficult, and yeah, quite a compelling story. So, and it's free on Xbox Live now, so get it while you can. Alright guys, for today's play of the day, I've got a clip that was shared to me by my friends from the Gamerscore comp crew. Dinosaurus Rex, or Rex for short, was running around in Evolve, where they were just boosting some stars, and whoever's playing as the monster just picked up a rock, threw it, collided with Rex in midair, and downed it. So I thought it was quite funny, but check it out guys, see what you think. Alright guys, so let's close out the video. I'll see you guys in episode 9, hopefully sometime next week. You can find me on Xbox and True Achievements. Gamertag is MiserlyPluto459. You can find me on Twitter at APVanRoon, Twitch at APVR64. You can leave a comment on the video. You can also send me a private message on YouTube if you like. If you have any clips that you'd like to submit for the play of the day, send them through to me in any of the above channels, because I'd love to be able to feature some clips there outside my immediate friendship group. So thanks a lot guys, I'll see you in episode 9. See ya.